This is my E92 328i, and in today's video, we'll be talking about if this car is still worth it in 2026. A couple of months ago, I bought my 2012 328i. It had 23,000 miles on it, which is super low for this car, and I paid around 15 grand for it. Now, the good thing about this car is you don't have to buy a super low mileage one. Here you can see a listing that's 9 grand and has 84,000 miles, and here you can see a listing that's 7 grand and has 105. The engine that this car comes with is bulletproof. This car comes with one of two engines, either the N52 or the N51. Both are 3-liter naturally aspirated inline sixes that make around 230 horsepower. The N51 was made to fit California emissions regulations, and personally, I have an N51. Now, although it only has 230 horsepower, this car is still pretty quick. The 0 to 60 time on this car is about 6 seconds, which honestly isn't even that bad. Now I think it's time to go check out the inside of this car. For a car that you can get for under 10 grand, this has a really nice interior. Now I did add carbon fiber to the steering wheel, blacked out the BMW badge, added carbon to the shifter, and added carbon to the handbrake. But even without all of those things, this interior looks super clean. You have leather all around, and even the back seats are pretty spacious. Now, the last thing I wanted to talk about before ending off the video is the amount of mods that you can do to this car. There isn't a huge variety of aftermarket parts that you can get for this car. Besides the cosmetic upgrades I've done to this car, I haven't really done anything to the power. The only thing that I have done is a muffler and resonator delete. If you are getting this car though, I would say it's not worth it to modify it, and here's why. The amount of money that you're going to be spending on mods is not going to give you that much power. A tune, headers, and cold air intake would probably cost about 2 grand and would only give you a boost of around 25 to 30 horsepower, and it's not worth it. My phone died while I was recording, but as I was saying, this is not a good car to modify. Even with like $5,000 worth of mods, you're probably not going to get over 300 horsepower. And all of that ties back to this puppy right here. The engine in this car was made to be reliable, not fast. And yeah, obviously you can do bolt-ons like a cold air intake or headers or a tune, but it's really not going to affect the performance of this car that much. Lastly, I wanted to talk about some pros and cons of this car. In my opinion, and honestly many others would agree, the E9X is one of the best looking cars that BMW has ever made. And not only are you getting a good looking car, you're also getting a car that drives super well. I'm only 16, so obviously I haven't driven that many cars, but out of the cars that I have driven, this has been the most fun to drive. Whether I'm driving this car just around town or I'm driving through the mountains, it's so fun. And along with all of that, it's known for being reliable, so that's a big plus. But on to the cons, most of the problems with this car come from the electronic system. The only charging outlet in this entire car is super slow. And sometimes when your phone's plugged into the cord, the audio just won't transfer half the time. And this last problem might just be unique to me, but when my phone's connected to the Bluetooth, only calls work, not music. Now, with all of that being said, is this car really worth it? Yeah, it's not crazy powerful, and it's also not super fast, but it's really fun to drive. And in addition to that, you're probably not going to find anything nicer for this price tag. This car is perfect for anybody who wants a cheap, fun, and reliable weekend car. Even then, this car is still perfect for daily driving. Personally, I do daily this car, and it's a super fun, comfortable ride. So, would I still say this car is worth it in 2026? Yes, but it's obviously up for you to decide. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you did enjoy that, please consider liking and maybe even subscribing, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.